Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tropika Club. My name is Ben and I will be presenting to you the top 10 best Spanish Rioja wines for under $80. If you're looking for the best Spanish Rioja wines, this video is for you. Be swooned by the mellow charms of the best Spanish Rioja red wines. Spanish Rioja red wines are usually between the more austere French and Italian wines and the more accessible flavors of the Australian ones. These Spanish wines are usually from the regions of Rioja Alta, Rioja Oriental, and Rioja Alavesa. Enjoy the concentrated flavors of blackcurrant spice and firm tannins with the more mature variety of the Spanish Rioja red wines. Starting in 10th spot is Torre de Oña Martello Reserva 2014. A more modern style of Rioja is made in the Alavesa subzone. The chalky soils here lend themselves to this rounder, richer style. Dried rose petal and balsamic scented Reserva showing vibrant raspberry fruit and fresh acid. A chocolate-coated cherry character with hints of vanilla on the palate. Superb structure with ripe, fine-grained tannins and a tar-like grip towards the end of the long finish. The 2014 Martello is produced with the grapes from their oldest vines, mostly Tempranillo put through a cold soak after alcoholic fermentation, then in barrique for a slow malolactic fermentation of 96 days. This was followed by an élevage in 80% American and 20% French oak barrels for 2 years, during which time it was racked 4 times. It has incredible aromatics with surprising notes of beef blood, iron, and meat, with tons of fruit, as Martello is the vineyard where they find more fruit. This is a very elegant, aromatic, and fine Rioja. The palate follows the same path of finesse, balance, and freshness. Next at 9th spot is Marqués de Riscal Rioja Gran Reserva 2014. If you love Spanish wine, you'll have heard of Marqués de Riscal. It is one of the biggest names in Rioja, if not Spain, and this is an amazing opportunity to get your hands on a fantastic aged Rioja, which will last for decades more yet. With a reputation for reliability and top quality, this wine has been established as the benchmark for Rioja. Made from vines mostly planted before 1970, the 2014 Gran Reserva has been aged for at least 5 years, 2 in oak, and is made only in a good vintage. This is a wine built to last. With a black cherry color with violet hues, the wine expresses dark fruit and balsamic notes, while on the palate it's nicely full-bodied, with plenty of vanilla, red cherry, herbs, and blackcurrant. The tannins are silky, making this an excellent wine with food. Think cured meat, Spanish cheese, ham, and steak. One of the kings of Rioja, Marqués de Riscal was established in 1858. Making it one of the oldest Rioja estates in Spain. It currently has 1,500 hectares of vineyards, 600 of which is owned outright, that grow Tempranillo, Graciano, Masvello, and Cabernet Sauvignon grapes. Coming in at 8th position is Marqués de Riscal Reserva XR 2015. Marqués de Riscal has always been a pioneering company and a point of reference for the sector. In 1858, it had already become the first Rioja winery to make wines following the Bordeaux methods. In 1972, it was the leading winery behind the creation of the Rueda appellation, where its famous white wines are produced. Marqués de Riscal sells its products in more than 110 countries, and its wines have been honored with the highest international distinctions, as well as numerous awards and mentions in the specialist press. In 7th spot is Imperial Rioja Reserva 2016. Deep cherry red in color, the nose is attractive and complex, combining the fruit-driven notes from the blend of varieties along with the notes from the aging French and American oak barrels. The palate is well-rounded, with the clear presence of supple, silky tannins, and concludes with a long and very pleasing finish. In 6th spot is Marqués de Murrieta Reserva Rioja 2016. It bears the tangible proof of elegance, balance, and constancy characteristic of the Marqués de Murrieta winery and its surrounding vineyards. It is a red Reserva wine with a balanced aging of 2 years in new and partly new American oak barrels, and a year and a half in the bottle. The result is an elegant wine that combines complexity and fineness. In fifth place is La Rioja Alta Viña Alberdi Reserva 2015. There are few names that are so closely linked to the Rioja tradition as La Rioja Alta. That is why the wines of this 125-year-old winery have long had a huge following the world over. This is also the case with the Viña Alberdi Reserva 2015, which was recently rated by James Suckling with an impressive 93 out of 100 points. La Rioja Alta is widely recognized to be one of the finest wineries in the region, and is known for defining the traditional oak-aged style of Rioja. Founded on July 10, 1890 by 5 families, the descendants are still important shareholders to this day. Indeed, Guillermo de Aranzabal, president of La Rioja Alta, is the 5th generation of his family to work in the business. There are 2 grounds on which La Rioja Alta remains firmly traditional. It only uses American oak, and indeed makes its own barrels, and also releases its wines comparatively late to other producers, having aged them in both barrel and bottle, and only putting them on the market once they are ready to drink. The estate's most celebrated Grand Reserva is the 890, which is named after the founding date of the winery. And the 90 marks the date when the Ardanza winery was merged with the La Rioja Alta in 1904. In fourth spot is R. López de Heredia Viña Tondonia Reserva 2008. The 2008 has a fine elegant nose of fresh red cherry fruit and sweet spice. The wine has a lifted bouquet, perfumed with exotic hints of potpourri, raspberry tea, and red licorice. The depths of the bouquet are seriously impressive. You could mull over these aromas for hours. When you do feel inclined to broach the palate, it is immediately apparent that this is a wine with a huge future ahead of it. The acidity is astonishing. It is one of López de Heredia's trademark characteristics. Yet it is the complexity and maturity of the flavors combined with this freshness that is truly inspirational. And then there is the finish. Such an enduring, mouth-coating, intense finish. In third position is La Rioja Alta Viña Ardanza Reserva 2012. Although red wines from Rioja are prized, Spanish wines generally offer great bang for the buck, allowing one to enjoy quality vino without breaking the bank. There are 4 categories of red wine in Rioja. The youngest of these is Joven. Crianza wines are required to age for a minimum of 2 years, with 6 months spent in oak barrels. The next level is Reserva, in which the wine ages for a minimum of 3 years, with at least 1 year in oak barrels. Finally, the most mature wines are labeled GRAN Reserva. These wines mature for a minimum of 2 years in oak barrels, followed by at least 3 years in the bottle. Typically, younger wines are lighter in body style, exhibit more fresh fruit characteristics, and are suitable to drink while young. Older wines have more developed flavor profiles, earthy characteristics, and are better suited to aging. The medium body and high acidity in Spanish red wines from Rioja make them excellent pairings with a variety of foods. Coming in at second position is La Rioja Alta Viña Ardanza Reserva 2009. La Rioja Alta is a Spanish winery based in Haro, La Rioja. It was founded in 1890 by 5 local growers. In 1904, Alfredo Ardanza merged the group with his own winery. La Rioja Alta produces Viña Ardanza, which is a blend of Tempranillo with 20% Garnacha and a lighter Viña Arana blended with Graciano and Mazuelo. Lastly, in first spot is Luis Cañas Reserve Selección de la Familia 2016. Bodegas Luis Cañas is a family winery founded in 1928, and it is located in the heart of Rioja Alavesa. However, it was not until 1970 when Luis Cañas started to market bottles of a young wine. Gradually, the winery's marketing and sales efforts increased, making it one of the leading wine producers in Rioja Alavesa today. In 1994, Juan Luis, only son of Luis Cañas, oversaw the birth of a new modern winery and equipped the facility with the best winemaking systems. The result is a wine of undisputed quality, which has gained a steady market share and built a base of loyal clientele, as well as achieved awards in the most prestigious national and international tastings and competitions. There you have it. Tropika Club Magazine's top 10 best Spanish Rioja red wines for under $80. Got any comments or feedback? Do share them in the comment section. Do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more exciting video updates coming your way. And of course, do check out our other videos on all things Singapore, which might be of interest to you. Goodbye and see you in the next episode.